Hello, class. Today, for my demonstrative speaking project, I want to show you guys how to be ping pong masters. I believe ping pong is the greatest sport in America, and although that's uncommon for you to hear, I believe it, and I have good reasons why. First off, ping pong can be played inside of someone's house. Like, how many sports in reality could you actually play in a house? You could try to play soccer, but that will result in broken windows. And you play indoor basketball, but that's no fun either. That's why I think ping pong is the only sport that you can really play to its maximum potential inside of a house. Makes it the best sport. And also, ping pong is still an Olympic sport today, so just adds on to how great of a sport it is. In order to be great at ping pong, you need to know these 4 very important things. First off, you have to know the rules of ping pong. Second off, you have to know how to serve. Third off, you have to know how to hit a forehand. And finally, you also have to be able to hit a backhand. So the first and most important thing of ping pong is the rules. The rules are so important because if your opponent knows the rules better than you do, he could use that against you and beat you in the actual game. One of the most important rules is during the serve, you have 5 serves, and then your opponent gets 5, and then it rotates back and forth, so you get another 5 after. And one common thing that I've seen people play is that the better player who knows the rules better will just say the winner gets to serve next, and then he'll keep serving because he keeps winning because it's a huge advantage, and that's just not the rules of ping pong. That's not how it's supposed to be played. So another very important rule is that you have to let the ball bounce on your side on a serve. So if a ball is served to you and you hit it directly out of the air before it bounces on your side, that is a lost point, so you can't do that, and I've seen that done too many times. Okay, so the serve is the first shot, and the only shot that you know you're going to have to hit for an entire game in the sport of ping pong, which is why I believe it's the most important shot. The way you serve... Ball, please. The way you serve is you toss the ball up in the air, and before it hits the ground, you hit it on your side one time, and then it must hit your opponent's side one time. There are a bunch of different ways to serve, and you could serve with power, or you could serve with finesse, as every shot goes. I prefer to serve with power, so I hit it as hard as I can, while still being able to bounce it on one side, followed by the other side. And other people will hit it with slice. They'll slice it either direction. They'll mix it up. They'll sometimes hit with power, and that's also hard, because it makes it very hard to return, not knowing what's coming at you. Here's how I serve. I'll show you. I line my body up to the side. I usually stand on one corner, so then I have more area for me to hit the ball from side to side. I toss it up, and I hit it fairly hard. That's not my hardest, but it's a pretty good one. My serve, since it has power, usually results in a player hitting it high and slow because it's tough for him to return, because you can't swing hard at a ball that comes hard at you. And I'll often follow up their hard shots with a slam, and that works very well for me. The next shot that I would like to teach you about is the forehand. The forehand is the shot where, if you're a righty, it would be on this direction, and you have your hand out in front of you, and that applies to lefties as well. And that shot, people often have more control on than any other shot, because you get to see the ball very clearly and swing your natural direction. I prefer to hit my shot with topspin, which is just a preference. A lot of people hit it with backspin, some people hit it very straight, and the way I do it is I stand with my body to the side, but I slice up when I hit it. So what I do is, while I'm watching the ball come in, I not only swing forward, but I swing up. And that shows topspin. There it is. Let's do a topspin one. There it is. So the topspin, you could hit in the front corner, and it bounces faster. And I figured out it's very hard for an opponent to return. The next shot I would like to teach you about is the backhand. The backhand is most people's weaker shot out of the forehand and the backhand, and it causes many people to lose matches because they'll just get picked on. In the backhand, you hold your paddle on, so to speak, backwards, and that shot is much harder because it's just unnatural. So I'll show them how to do it. You stand sideways, and I hit it too long. It's a good shot over there. Let's bring it back one time. There it is. And what I like to do on the backhand is hit with slice or side spin. There we go. And the side spin often throws off opponents, especially weaker ones, because they haven't seen that. But the best players will have not only their forehand, their backhand, and their serve. They won't be a power player or a finesse player. will be a combination of both, and that's what I'm working to be the ping pong master that I want to be. So overall, I hope you guys remember the 4 major steps, because once you learn those, you're well on your way. Some good eye-hand coordination also helps. But more or less, I encourage you guys all to just get involved with the greatest sport that America has to offer. So thank you.